A customer gateway is a resource that you create in AWS that represents the customer gateway device in your on-premise network. So imagine you have your on-premise network. There is your customer gateway, and then we have a gray box to represent the customer gateway device, which is going to the actual physical machines you want to connect to your network. So when you configure your CGW, you're going to set the BPG ASN for your customer gateway device, your IP address for your customer gateway external device, the private certificate provisioned by AWS Certificate Manager, ACM. You will also need to provide additional configuration to your custom gateway device, which will establish the connection between AWS and your on-premise network. So here is that other diagram I was talking about where we weren't representing tunnel earlier. Well, here it is. And so if there's a device failure within AWS, your VPN connection automatically fails over to the second tunnel. So your access isn't interrupted from time to time. AWS also performs routine maintenance on the VPN connection. So it's just to try to represent those physical routers on the AWS side and the fact that there's two established tunnels and that there is that redundancy there. And just so you're aware of that. AWS provides sample configuration files for various customer gateway devices. So if you have a piece of this software sitting in your on-premise network, then the idea is that you can just download it and quickly configure it. If you have a device that is not in this list, you can possibly configure a device if it meets particular requirements. So it has to have internet key exchange, and you have to associate that. Of course, IPsec security association. You'll have to have a tunnel interface, and you might need to configure border gateway protocol. I'm not sure what I said BGP was before. It's funny because I've covered BPG, and so I generally know what it is, but off the top of my head, I can never clearly talk about it. But yeah, what I want you to understand from customer gateway is that you're hooking up, but there's going to be a separate step where you have to configure the device. Would we ever do this in a lab? I don't know. It seems pretty complex, but that's something you can do there. Anyway, we'll see you in the next one. Ciao.